Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of the KD Clinic. And I don't know which episode this is because I kind of did some commentaries yesterday with my microphone off, and then I noticed I actually missed number 3 of the top 10 games, so I'm actually going back and doing them again. So I don't know what episode this is, I apologize. It'll be in the description though, or in the title. But we're at number 3 in our list, which I forgot yesterday to do, and I'm surprised I forgot it, but this is going to be Crysis. We're going to go Crysis and Crysis Warlord, or Warhead. Warlord I think it's called, which is the second Crysis. But this game blew my mind. I first played this on Malibro's PC, which was an animal PC with 2 graphics cards in it, and he had the 3 screens. I think there were 3 24-inch, or at that time it was a 24-inch and 220s, I can't remember. But seeing this on all 3 screens was absolutely astonishing. But unfortunately the laptop I had at the time was a HP Pavilion, and it wouldn't actually run the game. And then when I got this laptop, actually when I was thinking of buying this laptop, or when I had this laptop bought and I was waiting for it, I was on YouTube and I saw someone did a Crysis what's the word I'm looking for? Not playthrough, but he did the Crysis test about pushing the laptop, and I think it got something like 30 frames per second, highest, max, everything maxed out, which was pretty impressive. So the first thing I did when I got this laptop was I got Crysis, and that game isn't well, anyway, for me, I don't know, was it multiplayer? Maybe Warhead was multiplayer, I'm not sure about it. But I just remember that game is kind of a leap. It was kind of even at today's standard, looking at these games, it's a game that's years ahead of itself. It's years ahead of everything else that's out there. I mean, how old is Crysis? It's 4 or 5 years old, and it's still used to benchmark machines because it's that good. If you haven't played Crysis, I'll tell you what you're about. You're basically kind of a elite set of Marines, and you have this special suit on you. And what happens is the suit allows you to. It's kind of, the suit is. I'm not sure exactly. It's kind of like it's built into you, and it has like muscles on it. And what you can do is you can turn on a shield. You can turn that the muscles go stronger, so you can jump more. When you box people, you'll kill them quicker. You can go invisible for X amount of movements or X amount of seconds. It's kind of like the government put these money into 4 or 5 machines, these 4 or 5 suits, and then the elite of the elite are using these suits to do these undercover covert jobs, and you're kind of dumped into the jungle, and all of a sudden, like, you just hear screaming from your headset, and one guy dies, and you look at him and you say, he's actually pulled inside out, like on Predator. If you remember Predator, the guys are pulled inside out. It's like, you know, what the hell can do this to someone? Because there was something wrong, or they were picking up some intel about the bad guys. I can't remember who they were, but they were discovering or digging up stuff, and you were sent in to see what was happening here. And the first one basically, I don't really want to give you spoilers in case you want to play it, because I would like you to play this game. But anyway, you discover, let's say, a new race, and then it goes on from there. And then Warhead again is the same. I can't remember. You're playing as one guy in Crysis, and then Warhead you're playing as another guy, or maybe 1 or 2 guys. They're very good games. They're quite. The first one was quite long, and now one thing I remember, I got a pirated, right, and then halfway through the game, what happened was, instead of them, they let you play half the game, and then what happened is, their patch would kick in for the people who are using the pirated versions, and what happened is you would shoot chickens, so they wouldn't like freeze the game or end the game on you. You could still play the game, but you were shooting chickens, and the bad guys were shooting chickens, so you couldn't do anything. It was like, what the hell is this? And there was these cooked chickens coming out of your gun. So I eventually found the patch to fix that, so I could finish the game, or was that the second game? Can't remember. But the real thing about this game that I loved was the way they used the mouse. To use this suit, you didn't have to use buttons or like a D-pad or something. Now what you did is, I think you right clicked, or I don't even know if you could aim down sight. No, you could aim down sight, but no, you press the middle mouse button right on your mouse, and it would come up with this kind of like a circle with 6 sections. And what you do is you push your mouse in the general direction, and it would go to each one, and each one would be like let's say down was to go invisible. You'd run and you'd press down and you'd go invisible. Or no, I'll give you a perfect example what you would do. you put sprint on, which I said was left. So you press middle mouse button and left, and you press sprint, and you run really quick, and you jump, and you can jump really far. And while you're jumping, you might switch it. While you're in midair, you might switch it to cloak, and you switch it to cloak while you're in midair jumping over some fence. So then you'd arrive in this kind of base, and you'd be cloaked, and no one would know you'd be there. And that's the only way to get into it. Or maybe the other way to get in was to, you know, just go a hell for leather to the main entrance. But doing that was quite tricky and took quite a long time to do. So it was kind of using that kind of it really got your body and your movement into the game, you know, and that's what I loved so much about it. And I'm not sure, I think the graphics are too heavy for it for consoles, but I think the second one did come out on Xbox, but as far as I know it was pretty crappy because this is a computer game. And regarding graphics, the graphics in this will blow your mind. I mean, these are astonishing graphics. It's really, as I said, it uses the graphics, your computer so hard to run this that they use it for benchmarking. There's a special program for benchmarking, and it's used with Crysis. And like, I have a pretty decent laptop. I get 125 frames on Black Ops, everything maxed out. But on wait, no, with shadows on I get 90. With shadows off I get 125 because I have it upped. I have it 125 is my max. But I know with Crysis maxed out I get 30 frames per second. But in certain situations where people are shooting and there's fire and stuff, I only get 19 frames per second. That shows you just how strong that game is on graphics. But all I can say is it looks animal. I suggest everyone should even watch a video of it, or even I don't know, get it legally, or get it. I mean, look, you can get games. You can get Halo Reach for 35 quid or 40 quid in Extravision here, which was 70. I mean, everything, all games are going down. It's an old game. It's probably second hand. You can probably get it for €5 or €10 or something. All I can say is get it, play it. It'll blow your mind away, and it's something. If you are serious in first-person shooter games, you have to play this game. But video's over, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So cheerio and bye bye.